prioritize yourself and not be afraid to die. That's not a bad answer. I definitely feel the peace part. And when you are, I feel like when you are connected to a higher power, you're not afraid to die. I'm definitely not afraid to die, right? Because I know what I'm here for. And I'm going to tell you what you're here for. You are here to help other people. You're here to help God's people, right? That's what I was put here on this earth to do. And that's what I found out. I didn't truly know my purpose until I figured it out. That I'm actually here to help you guys. So when I thought about it all this week, and when I woke up this morning, I was happy and I was motivated because I knew what I was here for, to come help you guys, to give you just a little bit of food for thought, to have you maybe think a little bit different, right? So remember, you guys are here to help other people. I'm not saying that you shouldn't do what you're supposed to do to succeed in your own life. You gotta work hard, you gotta sacrifice, you gotta dedicate your life, you know? You gotta maybe go to college or work hard at 2 or 3 jobs, because everybody's not meant for college. We all know that. I didn't go to college. I work hard at construction, and I got my little side business that I do clothing with, and that's what I work with. So it doesn't matter what you're doing, as long as it's positive and you're going hard at it, you can make it. With that belief in the Most High on top of that as well, right? So key number 1 is a higher power that exists. Truth key number 2 is that you're here to help others. Now before I pass out the pamphlet, I'm going to ask you, what are your true riches in life? Maybe a couple volunteers. What are your true riches in life? Family. I always like that answer. Because if you ain't got nothing else to ride for, you got to ride for your family, right? To make a way for them. Anybody else? What are your true riches? The things that should really make you happy in life. What are they? Future and opportunity. I like that.
Legacy, what you leave behind.
Your legacy, what you leave behind. That's important too. You know, that's very important as well.
Being a humble person.
I like that. Being humble is very important. That's actually one of the later keys that I'll give you guys, hopefully if I get to come back. But I'm just giving you the first 5 right now, because I feel like the first 5, if you can perfect those, you can move through life easy, right? But these are your true riches that I'm about to tell you. It's not money, it's not cars, it's not clothes, right? It's none of that. Your true riches are your senses. Being able to see, walk, talk, hear, right? Bend your legs, move your fingers, think, without no mental blockages and no health issues. Every time you wake up with that intact, you already woke up with $1 billion. So and think about the people who have less than us, right? Disformities, health issues, and they still push hard and try to find a way to succeed through life. So if we're healthy and we have all those abilities, what do we look like not doing the best we can do in life, right? Well, there's people that's doing worse than us and they actually go harder than some of us, right? So with all our senses intact, we need to realize that those are our true riches when we wake up. And that alone should help you move through life a little happier and a little easier. When I wake up and ain't nothing messed up, I'm automatically good. I might not look it, but I'm 40 years old. And things start to hurt for no reason. I was going to ball one day, you know, and I'm washing my clothes, getting ready, about to go do my thing. I turn and sprain my ankle. I was out for the day. I'm sitting in the chair with my hand on my head trying to figure out, how did I sprain my ankle just turning my leg? But those are the type of things that happen when you get older. That was me at 20. You know, when my senses a little better, right? I probably shook that off, little tape bandage, and moved on, right? I couldn't do it. I was out for the day. So recognize your true riches, guys. Your true riches are your senses. They mean more than anything materialistic, right? And that's another quick, I want to do a little side note. Don't get stuck on materialistic things, okay? Because they really don't mean anything. Cars, chains, watches, clothes, they don't mean nothing. They mean nothing to me, you know? But at the same time, it's okay if you work hard and buy you a little kick, little shirt, little pants, hat, even if you get you a fly car. But still got to control your mindset behind it. Don't pull up on somebody trying to floss or make somebody feel less than you because you're doing better than them. You get it because you worked hard for it and you earned it, right? I remember when I worked for Long Beach Youth Build, and I had no car. I caught 2 trains, a bus, and I walked 15 minutes to be there 30 minutes early. I did that for 6 months straight without being late, none.
Respect.
Saved up all my checks, and I bought me an X6 BMW, right? I didn't buy it to pull up on, the homie, yeah, boy, yeah. I ain't do it for that. I do it because, hey, man, I worked hard. 6 months straight, no absences, not being late, walking, training, busing. I deserved it. But I got it for me, not to floss with somebody else. Okay? Pass out that pamphlet. You can start passing out that pamphlet, B. This pamphlet right here, I hope you guys, take it with you and start to use it in your own lives. This is basically the first 5 keys, the first 5 true keys to use your living that I'm talking about right now. Right? If you go to the QR code on the back, you can find my YouTube channel where I'm speaking the same type of things, but also a lot of motivational things, but also I'm giving a lot of truth, right? Because one thing I learned with you guys is you can't tell you guys no lies, right? You got to be 100, not even 100. I say infinite percent, because 100 ain't enough for me. So I keep it infinite percent. So I'm never going to lie to you. I'm always going to tell you the truth. I'm going to motivate you. I'm going to uplift you. But at the same time, I'm going to give you the real. I live accountable, so I'm going to make y'all live accountable too. That's part of being a man. Yeah. And that's one of the greatest things that makes you a man, is holding yourself accountable. Not blaming nobody else, but looking inside yourself and realizing, what was my fault? What was my issue? And then let me come to that person or those people, apologize wholeheartedly, and then move on, right? This one right here, truth key number 4, is my favorite. Looks are a coincidence. What does that mean? What does that mean to somebody? Looks are a coincidence. What does that mean to you? When I say looks are a coincidence, you look like you want to say something. Looks to be deceiving. I never heard that one. That's a new one. That's a twitch. I like that one. Anybody else? Looks are a coincidence.
I feel like it means just like it said, even if you don't have your parents with you, you'll still manage to be able to be a successful person without them. Because you always gotta keep that mindset that you're always gonna make it.
You just hit it on the head. You just hit it on the head, bro. Looks are a coincidence, and basically what that means is, if you knew your mom, if you know your dad, if you don't know your mom, and you don't know your dad, you're still gonna look like them. Hereditary, you still gonna have them hereditary genes. You still got the ears, the eyes, the nose, the face. You know what I'm saying? You might even have some of the issues as far as health, maybe, hope not. But you're definitely gonna look like them, right? But what you decide to put into your heart, mind, and soul is up to you. If your parents was negative, never looked out for you, or wasn't responsible in their own life, wasn't accountable, always in jail, on drugs, you can do the opposite of that. You can be accountable. You can work hard. You can stay away from jail. You can stay away from drugs. You can be successful. That's all up to you. My dad used to put his hands on my mom. I'm the total opposite. I believe in chivalry. I believe in taking care of my woman. I don't raise my voice. I know how to communicate without hollering. So I'm the opposite, right? My dad gave me up when I was 13 years old. Sat down at the table and said, "Look, hey, I'm done. I can't handle this dude," because I was a wild one. You feel me? Trust me, I'm just like y'all. And you can be like any one of these gentlemen that you see around you. Forget being like LeBron. Forget being like Kodak and all them rappers and entertainers. You need to be like your staff members. Stand-up men that come to work every day and realize what they're here for, and they put in the work. That's what's more important than being rich and famous, because that ain't even life, man. That's not life. You know where true happiness comes from? Where do you think true happiness comes from? Anybody?
Motivation.
Motivation, I like that answer. Where does true happiness come from? Accomplishing goals. I like that one as well. But true happiness comes from, go ahead, family. True happiness comes from helping other people. I'm happy as hell right now. You can't see it, but inside my head, I'm doing all the dances that y'all do nowadays. I'm doing them all inside my head. You can't see it, but I'm happy as hell to be here right now. Because I'm following my cause, right? God put me here to help other people, and this is what I'm here for, to help y'all. So truth key number 4, remember, looks are a coincidence. No matter what your parents did, you can be who the hell It starts here with your grind, your sacrifice, your motivation. And also, I'm going to big y'all up because I know it's hell getting up every morning to get here, but you here though. So I got to big you up for that. That's what we used to do with my youth build. So I'm going to big y'all up for y'all being here as well. All right? Truth key number 5 is the most important one. Like I told you, this is going to help you become a man for real, right? And I call it, you guys can check it out because we can go through it. I call it accountabilities, right? There are different levels of accountability, different sections. The first one you see, read that first section for me. What's that first section of accountability say? Somebody.
With integrity and positive morals is living accountable.
Okay. Anybody know what integrity is?
Doing good.
Being honest. Being honest. Being true.
Good values. Good values.
Good values. Those are the morals, right? So just those alone. Morals. Knowing what's right, knowing what's wrong. Integrity. Living truthful and being honest. I'm the most honest person you'll meet. I cannot tell a lie. I gotta be truthful, even if it hurts. That's the motto. That's the name of my apparel that you see on the front. You see it says truth, but it really means truth hurts. You see it's all bandaged up, right? Crutches, bandages, blood dripping, because the truth hurts. But it works though, right? Second one, somebody bring me a little bit of that second one for accountabilities. Go ahead.
Taking responsibility for your life is a key to success. Punctuality, being professional when it's time, eating healthier, exercising, laughing, having fun, obtaining more knowledge, and learning new skills can improve your mental strength, living arrangements, and financial status. These are just a few positive ways to start living accountable.
Right. So that's the second part of accountability. Once you start being honest, once you start being truthful, once you start living the right way and stop doing the wrong things, right? Then you got to start thinking about your life and as far as your work ethic, being punctual. You know, you decide what your future's gonna be. Okay? You know, you can't do a whole lot of bad and then good comes from it. But if you keep striving and doing good, eventually you have to see the light. You can't keep. I don't think that you'll keep doing a bunch of good and then bad don't happen. Like, even though you're gonna have downfalls, you got to still pick yourself up and move through, right? Hold yourself accountable for that as well. That's a part of life, right? Number 3, that accountability number 3, what does that say?
Not for your downfall, shortcomings, freedom, and moving and coming. No one is perfect. Every day you can trust.
Right. So I don't care how you guys have failed. That's not my concern. Anybody here, raise your hand, you failed before, you haven't made it. I don't care about none of that. That doesn't mean anything. What matters is what you do after you go through that situation, right? Will you pick yourself up? Will you go even harder? Or will you look down on yourself and go into a funk to where you feel like you can't do anything? You can do whatever you want. Let me touch on that too. I've done things where I tried my hardest, and I'm like, all right, I'm gonna do this, and it didn't happen. You gotta be okay with that too. Because that also doesn't define your future as well. That's just a certain point in your life, right? You can still keep going, find another route to succeed. But it all comes with accountability, right? The last one is being accountable to people, or maybe a person or people that you may have harmed, right? If I do you wrong, and I know I did that, I'm gonna hold myself accountable. What's your name, there, man? Derek. Derek. I'm like, Derek, look, man, I apologize for what I did. You know what I mean? How can I make that? How can I, make it better, make it right? I'm not gonna be, man, when you should. Accountability is key, and it's hard to look at yourself sometimes and realize when you're wrong, right? Because you don't want it. Sometimes you don't want to be wrong. I go through it where sometimes I don't want to be wrong, but if you do, and you hold yourself accountable, it mends problems easier, but it also makes you more of a man. You want to be a man? You don't want to just be called a man. You want to actually be a man? Live accountable. That's the most important thing. If you do something wrong to somebody, apologize wholeheartedly and find a positive solution to fix or mend that problem completely. Okay? I promise you guys, if you take these 5 truth keys and you start living by them, life will become easier. Like I said, life ain't easy. But I practice these keys that I'm giving you. And I live by these keys. And I guarantee you, man, life is easy. Whatever I can't control, I ask for help. And whatever I can control, guess what? I'm going hard to make sure it happens. Take care of what you can control. What you can't control, you ask for help from a higher power. And it ain't about religion for me. It ain't about a church. It's about you and the connection with the higher power. That's it. You can be Christian, Baptist, Muslim, Catholic, I don't care. You just better find your own connection with the man upstairs. Because in the end, he's the judge. So I can't judge you for what religion. And I know I can function with any other religion. As long as they're about peace, love, helping people, being happy, you know, showing some joy, I'm cool. You showing them demons in you, I'm getting away from you, you know, and praying for you. You know what I'm saying? But other than that, you know, I appreciate you guys. Any questions? Because I'm open for questions too.
What was, can you like explain to me like why you chose to make that quote? Like,
Know the difference between hate and truth? Because I think about my own homies, right? I was on the streets, you know what I'm saying? I don't glorify it, but I did it all. Just short of taking somebody's life, thank God I didn't go that far. But as far as brawling and you know, doing all the things that street people do, I did it. But when I started switching up, you know, and I'm telling my partners, hey man, you need to do this, and hey man, why don't you come and do that? Like, man, you don't need to do that. Oh man, stop hating on me, man. You hating on me. And I'm like, I'm telling you the real. You gotta know the difference between hate and truth. If I'm telling you need to get up and get a job and make a way for your life, how's that hate? That's truth, right? So when you're telling your friends these things, or when somebody's telling you something, you gotta know the difference between hate and truth.
That's how you get some suggestions.
Well, as you can see at the top. As you can see at the top. What does it say at the top of page 1? If you open up, what does it say at the top?
easy to leave it.
And then it says what? Just a suggestion. So I ain't telling you what to do. I'm not telling you what to do. Some people gotta fall off their head. Some people gotta feel it to believe it, as the old folks would say. But if you follow that suggestion, I guarantee life will become easier for you. I used to always tell my students, if you do what I say, you'll be okay. You know what I'm saying? It might sound harsh, but if you do what I say, you will be okay. Follow them suggestions, practice them, and start living by them. And I guarantee you life will become easier. Start believing, start helping out other people, realizing when you wake up every day, you're already a billionaire, and everything after that is a bonus. Know that your looks are coincidence, so it don't matter if you're the cutest dude in the world, you can still be ugly on the inside and dumb in the dummy frame, right? And number 5 is just accountabilities. Hold yourself accountable in all aspects of your life. And in the end, you can do what? What does the last one say? After you cover all those other accountabilities, what does the last one say you can do?
When you hold yourself accountable in a negative situation with an individual or a group of people, in return it gives you 100% right to hold others accountable who are in your life or just passing through it. This includes family, friends, coworkers, bosses, associates, strangers, and your advisors.
So once I cover all those sections of accountability, guess what? Now I got 100% 100% authority to hold somebody else accountable. I can't hold you accountable if I ain't holding myself accountable, right? But once I follow all of those, best believe, hey, you did this, you need to fix that. Then you can do it, but you can't hold nobody accountable if you ain't accountable yourself. Look inside yourself first and find your accountability first. Then it'll give you the ability to hold others accountable, no matter who it is. Did you have a question? Because I kind of said.
Yeah, I remember when I used to go to Tarzan Treatment Center. I used to speak to people in the room. I used to be in the room.
Right.
And I was there to get them something to hold on to once you leave them.
Right.
So when you move forward, if you're not honoring yourself,
Exactly. And I live by honesty, man. I don't care what it is. Basketball, if you're on my team and I see your foot, if it's point game, I see your foot step on the line, guess what? You're out. As much as I want to win, you're out. I got to be truthful. So, there's more keys, like I said, to easier living, but those first 5, are the most important to me, and that's why I put them in the pamphlet. Hopefully you guys can follow the page as well, Instagram page, because I give a lot of, motivational speeches in the morning, just giving you a little something to move through the day, but keep that with you, man. If you guys can, keep it with you. Whenever you feeling down or whenever you feeling some doubt, just pull out that pamphlet and remember, that's how you should be moving. And I guarantee life will become easier for you. You know? Appreciate you guys for letting me come and talk to you. It's definitely made my day. And hope y'all come back soon. Thank you. Y'all have a good day. Have a good lunch. You know, oh yeah. I got one quick thing in there. There's one on the first page. I used one word the wrong way. If somebody can find that word that I used the wrong way first, they'll get a shirt.
Bye.
Huh?
Bye.
You got it. What's your sign? What's your sign?